If you don't have whips on your machine, you're breaking the law. That is, of course, if you're riding in BLM dune territory, so let's go ahead and discuss that a little further. BLM stands for Bureau of Land Management, and if you're well acquainted with recreational activities, then you definitely know what this is. The purpose they serve is to manage the land, of course, but this includes implementing regulations that not many people are happy with, but have to obey or else you can be served a hefty fine. For any riders on the dunes, your main concern is going to be having a flag on your machine that extends past 8 feet above the ground. For any off-highway use vehicle, you're going to be required to have this flag on your machine, and that's where whips came into play. Whips were introduced to the market to allow you to be able to mount the flag 8 feet above the ground, and over the years they have significantly transformed the way that they're made. The first type of whip offered was a thin rod that is made out of fiberglass and has a flag within regulation attached to the top. While the fiberglass whip gets the job done, it's the bare minimum effort you can put in and have your machine be legal in the dunes. Embracing the flag law has been much easier thanks to the invention of LED whips. Starting out as a hollow tube with an LED at the bottom, LED whips have made quite the technical advancement over the past few years. Now, whips are fully lined with LEDs that have pre-programmed lighting modes, and some can even act as a turn signal if your machine is equipped with them. Before going into more detail, let's discuss why whips are actually very useful in the dunes. If you've been riding for any amount of time, chances are you've heard of Glamis. Unfortunately, Glamis and many other sand dunes see numerous deaths each year, but many of those accidents are avoided thanks to the whip law implemented by the BLM. Wrecks are going to happen due to the nature of the sport, but the whip law actually prevents the number of casualties from going up. The point of having a whip extend 8 feet above the ground is so that way your whip and flag are visible to other riders before you crest a hill. When you're going over a hill, it takes a second for your machine to be seen by everybody, so having a whip attached to your machine will allow that to be seen before your actual machine is even visible to other riders. Having a whip attached to your machine gives other riders an opportunity to avoid you and prevent a collision from happening, and this is especially useful at night when you have an LED whip because it provides a glow around your machine and can be seen from quite a distance away. Another reason why flags and whips were implemented by the BLM was so that way if you're in a cloud of dust or sand, your position can be clearly noted. If other riders see whips in a dust cloud, they're not going to just go bombing through it. The use of LED whips in these situations are actually very useful and can also save your life. So I would consider them a need rather than a want, and if your wife says otherwise, just tell her that your life depends on it. If you're considering getting whips for your machine, I would highly consider getting LED whips just because they offer you that extra bit of protection and they allow you to be more visible in the dunes, especially at night. Agency Power actually sells LED whips and they come in a single whip or you can get a pair as well. They come with 168 pre-programmed lighting modes that offer you a little bit of style while also keeping you safe out in the dunes. Take it easy and stay safe out there. Peace.